Hello everyone, I'm Aditya Joshi. Welcome back to our channel. Before the age of 23, I created numerous startups while being an MBBS. One of my companies crossed more than 1 CR in revenue in less than 60 days. I've been a TEDx speaker and I teach financial independence to students and people who want to get rich in life. Now, before we start this video, I want you to understand every purchase that you have ever made, every yes that you have ever given, every time someone convinced you of doing something, a product, an idea, a decision, there was a mechanism running underneath it. It is not magic, it is not luck, it is not charisma. It is a predictable, documented, even repeatable psychological trigger that your brain is responding to, whether you are aware of it or not. Now, you have to understand that there are 7 of them. Today, we go through all 7 of these triggers. This video will be fast, it will be dense, it will be of no filler. By the end of this video, you will never look at a sales conversation, a marketing message, or a negotiation the same way again. So let's start this video. First of all, the first law out of the 7 essential laws is reciprocity. The first law is the oldest social contract in human history. It is given first, it is received second. When someone gives you something of genuine value, your brain does not register it as generosity. It registers it as debt, a social obligation that creates psychological discomfort until it is resolved. Now, it is not a cultural quirk. It is documented across every human civilization that ever was studied. It has no exceptions. But here's what most people miss out about this law. The gift must have 3 things. It should be genuine, it should be unexpected, and it should be personalized. A generic free PDF that nobody asked for creates zero debt. But a coupon code is not a gift. It is a discount wearing generous clothing. The brain sees it and, instantly is hooked. But a piece of genuine useful insight, something that cost real expertise to produce, delivered without asking for anything in return, that creates real obligation. Strivia, which is my edtech company, it gives away free need prediction breakdowns, free mentor sessions, that too from AIMS community, free study frameworks, not as a lead magnet, as genuine value. The students who receive that value arrive at that paid offer already carrying a psychological debt that they want to resolve. Now, what is the rule? Give something that would never be valuable if the person never bought from you. That's the only version that works. Okay, I have created the largest AIMS medical community of India with more than 500 AIMS toppers, and all of them do this. Now, second law is commitment and consistency. Once a human being commits to a position, publicly or privately, they will go to extraordinary lengths to behave consistently with that commitment. Not because they're logical, because something like an identity is involved. The moment someone says, I want to crack NEET this year, they have made a statement about who they are. They are not a person, a someone who wants to crack NEET this year. Every subsequent decision gets filtered through this identity. Does this choice make me consistent with who I just said I am? That is why micro commitments are the most underused sales tool in existence. Before you make a paid offer, get a small yes. Small, micro, a question they answered, a form they filled, a free resource they requested, a live session they attended, something. Each yes is a link in a chain. Every link makes the next link easier. By the time the paid offer arrives, saying yes is simply the next consistent step in a journey they've already started. The person who has watched 3 of your videos, downloaded a free guide, attended one of your live sessions, it is not a cold prospect anymore, right? They have already decided in increments that you are worth their time. The paid offer asks them to be consistent with that decision. The rule is never make the paid offer the first task. Build the chain first. Let the sale be the inevitable conclusion. Law number 3, social proof. Okay. In moment of uncertainty, which is in every purchasing decision, humans will look to other human to determine the correct behavior. एक आदमी दूसरे को देखता है कि यार क्या सही है गलत है. Not to experts, not to data, not to people like them, right? This is deeply tribal wiring. For most of the human history, if everyone in your group was running in one direction, you will run too. The one who stopped to evaluate individually got eaten out, right? That wiring is still running in all of us, in every customer's brain, even right now. But here is the precision point that most businesses miss out. Generic social proof is almost worthless. Thousands of satisfied customers, they mean nothing to a specific person with a specific fear in a specific situation. Right? Identity matched social proof is everything. When a neat repeater, someone who is taking a drop, who has failed twice, who is scoring around 400, 300 marks in NEET, is questioning their intelligence, he will see that another NEET repeater who was exactly in that situation, who got guidance from AIMS toppers from AIMS Delhi, who joined that mentorship program, cleared, and is now in AIMS. That is not a testimony. That is a mirror which is showing that person their own future. The specificity of the match between the proof case and the prospective customer is the variable that will determine whether social proof will convert or disappear into noise. The rule is simple. You have to segment your proof. Match your case study to your prospect's exact situation. Same struggle, same starting point, fear. Generic proof, it won't work. Matched proof, it will convert. And that is what you want. Fourth law is authority. The human brain is not designed to evaluate every claim from first principle. It doesn't have the time or the energy. So what it will do is it will create shortcuts. If someone who knows more than me says that this is true, I'll accept it. किसी को मेरे से ज्यादा पता है, ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है, वो कह रहे सके तो मैं एक्सेप्ट कर लूंगा. This shortcut is known as authority, and it is so deeply wired in the people that they will follow authority signals even when they intellectually know that they should think independently. Two things matter enormously here. First, domain specificity. Authority is not transferable across domains. A celebrity endorsing a financial product, it will carry no authority in someone who is looking for aims, right? But an AIMS doctor, an AIMS topper, speaking about NEET preparation, guiding students who are preparing for NEET, that will carry extraordinary authority because expertise matches the domain exactly. Mismatched authority, it will fail. It will reduce to dust. It will have nothing. Secondly, authority cannot be borrowed before it is owned. In our edtech company Strivia's early journey, we didn't have years of track record, but we had more than 500 plus verified AIMS toppers. People whose specific achievements was exactly the achievements our students were pursuing. We borrowed their authority while we were building our authority. 3 consecutive years of paper prediction, right? Now we have both. The rule is you have to lead with your strongest domain, matched authority signal in the first 10 seconds of every sale interaction. You should not bury it. You should use it first. Okay. Now, one of the most talked about principle, liking. People say yes to people they like. That sounds obvious. The depth of it is not obvious. Research identifies exactly what creates liking, and it's not charm, it's not good looking, it's not personality, it's 3 specific replicable factors. Similarity. We like people who are us, who are like us, same background, same struggle, same language, same reference points. That is why a founder who is sharing their real story, including failure, doubt, unglamorous parts, they will build more trust than ones who projects polished success. मैं तुम्हें ये नहीं बोलता कि मैं बिल्कुल अच्छा, बहुत अच्छी कंपनी है, मैं तुम्हें exactly दिखाता हूँ कि मुझे क्या problems face हुई, right? Second cheese is genuine interest. We like people who are genuinely interested in us, not performatively. The salesperson who asks real questions and actually listens more is more liked, more trusted, and the one with the perfect pitch. Third thing is association. We like people and brands we can associate with positive experiences. That is why environment in which you sell matters as much as you say, as much as what you say, right? A calm, high quality, warm interaction that will create liking that persists into purchasing decision. I'm a medical student from Uttarakhand. I will be a first generation doctor. I have failed at things publicly. I talk about it. The similarity with my audience is not incidental to my company's growth. It is structural to it. The rule is that I have to share the real story, the struggles, not just the successes. Similarity will create liking, liking will create trust, trust will create sales. That is how the funnel is supposed to work. Law number 6, scarcity. The less available something is, the more people want it. But the research goes deeper than the surface principle that I just said. Scarcity does not create desire by itself. Scarcity amplifies your existing desire. If someone doesn't want your product, making it scarce won't create a desire. But if they already are considering it, scarcity pushes the decision from sometime to I'll purchase it right now. And here is the critical distinction that separates businesses that use this principle from businesses that abuse it. Real scarcity, it will bring long-term trust. Fake scarcity will destroy it permanently. A countdown timer that resets every time you reload the page, only 3 spots left, हर बार बोल रहा है, it won't do anything. ठीक है, prices go up tomorrow. हर दिन तुम बोले जा रहे हो ये चीज, लेकिन price बढ़ नहीं रहे. Not a good idea. Young Indian consumers in 2026 have been marketed to their entire lives. ठीक है, they detect manufactured scarcity in seconds, and when they do this, the trust collapse is total and irreversible. You don't get a second chance. At my edtech company with all the AIMS toppers, cohort sizes are genuinely limited by mentor capacity. Early bird windows have hard closing dates that do not reopen. हम एडमिशन नहीं देते एक बार विंडो क्लोज हो जाए, क्योंकि हमारे पास एम्स के टॉपर लिमिटेड है और हम अपना अच्छा रिजल्ट चाहते हैं. It is not a marketing tactic. You have to build something architecturally genuine. Fake scarcity signal करेगी desperation को. Your customer knows the difference. ठीक है. Last law is unity. This is the most recent and most powerful law. And I think this is the least talked about law as well. Beyond liking someone, beyond feeling similar to them, there is a deeper force, that is shared identity. Not I like this person, but this person is one of us. The difference is profound. Liking is about positive feelings towards another individual. Unity is about belonging to the same group. Same family, same community, same tribe, same movement, something like that. When a customer moves from I like this brand to I'm part of what this brand represents, the relationship will transform completely. They don't just buy, they stay, they refer, they defend you, they recruit for you. And that is how we did it. हमारी एडटेक कंपनी जो है, जहां मैंने इंडिया की लार्जेस्ट एम्स की मेडिकल कम्युनिटी बनाई, बच्चों को लगता है नहीं मैं इस एम्स की कम्युनिटी का पार्ट हूं, क्योंकि बच्चा होता है हर दिन एम्स के टॉपर्स, एम्स दिल्ली के 15 से ज्यादा टॉपर्स, ऑल इंडिया रैंक 1 बच्चों से बात करते हैं. और ये लॉयल्टी और ये जो कम्युनिटी हमने साथ में बनाई, ये इतनी डीपर लेवल पे चलती है कि बिल्ड अपने आप होती है, ग्रो अपने आप होती है. We have a tribe of serious need aspirants who have chosen the most rigorous, most accurate preparation system available online. Being in that tribe means something. Leaving it would mean something else. The rule is pretty simple. You have to build a community language deliberately. Give your customers a name for what they are when they choose you. Make the membership mean something beyond basic transaction. उनको feel होना चाहिए that you care about them. The customer who belongs to your tribe doesn't compare you with competitors, because that would mean leaving the tribe. And that is what we have to do. 7 laws, right? But we talked about all the 7 laws, but here's what makes the difference between knowing them and using them. They don't work in isolation. They work as a stack, एक के ऊपर एक. Now let me show you exactly what a full stacked sales process looks like using all the 7 laws simultaneously. A neat student lands on your content, The content mirrors their exact situation, their language, fear, specific struggles जो वो face कर रहे हैं. Liking activates, mirror activates. They consume 3 pieces of free content that are genuinely, unexpectedly useful. Reciprocity activate हो गई. Depth begins forming. They attend a free live session. They download a free resource. एम्स के टॉपर से बात करते हैं, एम्स दिल्ली का लाइव सेशन ज्वाइन करते हैं. They answer a question in your community. Commitment chain begins. You see, they see a case study of a question exactly like them. Same score range, same number of attempts, same weak subject, same जगह पे वो है, right? लेकिन वो एम्स क्रैक करके हमारे पास मेंटोर बना हुआ है. So social proof activates with precision. The offer is made by someone whose credentials are domain perfect. एम्स का टॉपर who cleared the exact exam which is being discussed. Authority activates. The enrollment window is genuinely limited. A specific cohort with a specific starting date and a finite number of mentor slots. Scarcity, right? Student joins, they are welcomed into a community with a name, a shared language, a shared identity. Unity activates. The relationship is locked. At no point in the sequence was the student manipulated, because we are very transparent. Every trigger was genuine. Every mechanism worked with their psychology. It was not against it. Now that is the complete architecture of how a thing should be working, right? 7 laws, one single stack. Reciprocity, give genuinely before you ask for anything. Commitment, build the chain of small yeses before that big ask. Social proof, match your evidence to your prospect's exact situation. Authority, lead with domain matched credibility. First and always. Liking, share the real story. Similarity will build trust. Scarcity, make limits real, structural, right? Don't fake, don't manipulate, don't manufacture. And unity, build a tribe, not a customer, right? Identity will create loyalty that prices can never match. And the final thing is, none of these are tricks. Every single one is a natural feature of how the human brain was operated for hundreds of thousands of years. They are running in every interaction you have with your customers, with your team, with your investors, with your audience, with your friends and family, everywhere. The only question is whether you are directing them deliberately or leaving them to chance. The gap between the two choices, the gap between a business that grinds and a business that compounds, you know it. You have the map, use it. That's all for today. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you.